So over the course of time, as I've been doing things on and off for the past 2 to 3 years, I've been looking into the job market and checking out how exactly it is that it works, you know. And I've come across a lot of fucking scammers that just try to fuck people over and steal people's money that they don't even have in their bank accounts. So I'm going to show you guys today how to avoid that, how to prevent yourself from being in those situations, and how to tell apart a real job from a scam job from my own personal experience. There may be some new scams later on in the future that I don't know about, but from my experience, I've been throughout the fucking internet quite a bit. I'm going to show you guys what I know. The first ever scam I came across was here in Clasificado Online. I've seen it in other sites though recently happen as well, but this is just a site for mainly for Puerto Rican citizens to apply for jobs, and there's other options on here too. It's not just a job site, but it's also, you know, you can sell stuff here, real estate, all that shit. So in one of these jobs, it said something about a mystery shopper makes $750 a week. And so obviously it sounds too good to be true, you know, but at the time I was just starting to apply for jobs and shit, you feel me? So I didn't really look into it too much. So I clicked on one of those jobs. It gave me a brief description. I applied to it, you know, yada yada this, I upload the resume, bullshit. About a week or so passed, and then in the mail I received this USPS envelope. In this envelope I received two things. The first one was this fake check. Obviously I have to blur some things out for security reasons of any sort. As you can tell, it's got a logo and everything. It looks super real. It's even got the back hologram printed out. You see that with the light. It looks super real. And on top of that, I also got this. A super sketchy letter, basically saying all the instructions I need to do, what I need to do with the check, what's gonna happen once I do this and I do that. And, you know, obviously it looks super sketchy. It's got a bunch of different logos. You know, it's not really professional. It doesn't have much formality in it like typical real jobs do. Signature, it's got a phone number. So to sum it out, it basically tells you go buy a certain amount of gift cards from a fucking specific store like Walmart or some shit with the money that they sent along with the check. You feel me? And it's even got a phone number down here. It says Director Westmark Survey Team 73726 bullshit phone number, and it says on the side text only. Now that's a complete red flag right off rip, because typically organizations, real companies, they're not gonna fucking put in their papers, oh, text only or call only. No. You should be able to fully contact these people without any issues off rip. So the fact that it's just one blank fucking paper is already sketchy alone as it is, with a fucking check right off rip, because I didn't sign no forms or any of this shit to be getting this. I just remember when I filled out that form, it was just put a postal address and that's it, and maybe my name and some contact info. But the reason I also know this is fake, even though it looks real, is because I took it to the bank. I said, hey, is this check real? And they said no. And they explained to me it's a scam that's been going on, where basically whatever amount is on the check, let's say 2,000, if you were to deposit it and the person that deposits it for you doesn't check it properly, you're gonna lose those $2,000 later down the line, within probably a day or so, maybe a few hours. Maybe it'll be instant, who knows? I never deposited it myself, but the process works like that, where you put in that money, it might show in your account like it's there, but it's not fucking there. It's fucking gone, my nigga. So you're gonna be negative the next day and you're gonna get pissed as fuck, right? Pardon, but yeah, it's pretty fucked up considering what people do. Basically, they'll kind of like trace it back and like reverse the payment process, so therefore you'll lose the money on your side.
All right, refund for $2,000. Reason, duplicate charge, and confirm, processed. Good.
And you can't really dispute this. You'll basically just get screwed. So The reason I have this and the bank didn't take it is because this happened twice. I solicited another form about a year later or two without realizing that, oh, this is just one of those fucking scammer piece of shits. And it was literally at the second I submitted the form with the basic contact info and the postal address and all that shit, I realized, oh, this is just one of those scam check piece of shits again. I haven't found any jobs that show like the description or anything or any of that junk, but it's basically going to be the same thing as what you saw here. But yeah, these are fake checks. Don't fucking deposit them. Don't listen to these people. The mystery shopper $750 to go visit a store or go buy a store. Most of the time it's bullshit. The mystery shopper one where you go places to like investigate stuff might be real, but it's never this much you get, this much money. It's too good to be true. So the other type of job I want to show you guys is data entry. Specifically this type of job. I mean, it could work in other online remote fields as well, because most of the jobs I applied for were remote. Because jobs in Puerto Rico don't pay much of shit unless you have a very high degree, and even then you might not find a fucking job. Super unlikely. So this job, it was for data entry. I applied to it. Also, anything that comes into your spam folder in your emails, Gmail, Yahoo, anything in the spam folder is typically a red flag, like right off rip. I'd say just fucking delete it, honestly. But sometimes on really rare occasions, it might be a legit job. This is a screenshot I took a long while ago. But it basically says, your job is being reviewed. As you can see, it's Tech Holdings. We are pleased to invite you to an online interview. Briefing exercise, okay, pretty good so far. The email domain is pretty fucking sketchy, as you can see, .com. Instead of having it be like an actual person or whatever the fuck. Just fake ass shit. These are remote positions for data entry, customer service, work location USA, interviews online, time ASAP. Time ASAP makes no fucking sense. Venue, Microsoft Team. This one I fell for not too long ago. I ended up filling out quite a bit of forms with my info. Obviously though, the main gist of this scam was that they're trying to get you to buy something. So once you go to Teams, for example, I deleted the conversation, but once you go to Teams, you're gonna end up talking with somebody, and when you talk with that person, they're gonna eventually make you buy something in order to continue the so-called job. In this case, I have a screenshot of it. I took a screenshot. They're asking me to buy fucking super expensive iPad Pros, which cost thousands of dollars. Obviously this show's only like 90/30. It's a monthly subscription plan basically. So you would end up having to buy 2 of these because they were asking 2 of them in order to fucking continue the job. Obviously you could say you already have some, but they'll probably force you to pay through some other shit or buy them regardless because you need new ones. They're gonna make some bullshit excuse. So any job that asks you to buy something in order to do the job, you need to tell them to go fuck themselves off rip, because typically I've had jobs where they always provide the equipment for you.
Morning.
Oh, good.
Got a big one for you today.
Awesome. I've been waiting on it. Thanks so much.
No problem. If you could sign right here, I'll be on my way.
Sure thing. All set.
Perfect. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thanks again.
If the job's not like that, I recommend you don't even get into it at all, to be honest, because anything that where they ask you to buy something or get something is most likely typically bullshit 99% of the time. So don't be doing that shit. Don't be falling for that. So that's a data entry scam position. Another one going around is this one. Let me show you guys a better detail of it. Basically this can happen on Discord, this can happen anywhere. But here I got a buddy where he sent me a scam that's going on, and basically it's just impersonation of a famous person. And this impersonation, they crop it, they make it, they edit it to look like it's real when it's not. Fake viewers, fake likes. This one in this case is a site where if you are one of the first to sign up and make some fucking money, you'll get a big ass prize. You'll receive 2,500 bonus just for signing up because you're one of the first. That's bullshit.
Huh, went up to $10,000 just for signing up?
All right, let's try it.
Yes, I'm in. I'm sending you the link right now. This site is giving me a ton of... Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
That's bullshit. You got pictures here. Oh, successfully withdraw. That's also bullshit. And then boom, the last picture, trying to make it seem so fucking real. Wow, look, it got sent to my phone, the crypto. No, you didn't get sent shit. This is the literal scammer who made a fucking fake ass fucking transaction. Your shit's all fucking edited and fake. Because once you go to the site, I remember I went to the site, I signed up, and it said before I could withdraw, I don't have it linked anymore, but before I could withdraw, it would tell you this shit. Account activation, a simplified online verification procedure that requires you to make a deposit of $70 or more. And guess what the fuck's gonna happen when you put those 70 bucks or more, whatever. You're gonna lose all that money. Not only gonna use that money, you might lose all your credit card information or your bank details of whatever, however the fuck you decided to pay on that sketchy ass site. It says I have 2,500 balance, but yet it's asking me for $70 fucking dollars just to withdraw, my nigga. Fuck you. Once the deposit is credited to your balance, verification will be completed. Since when the fuck does a site ask you to verify yourself by depositing money into it? I've never in all my fucking lifespan, bro, on this fucking dog shit society universe, have ever had to deposit money to verify anything. It's either like a face scan verification, like your ID. Fuck, I'll take even a fingerprint scan. Fuck it. Try to see my asshole hairs or something. But you will not ever have to put money into something to verify yourself. That's bullshit. Never listen to any sites that are like that. They try to tell you, oh, you got to deposit to verify, because you're just going to end up giving them your sensitive credentials, your info to your credit cards or your banks, and you basically get fucked. Sites like Craigslist, you know, Clasificado, and you want to look for jobs and shit like that, you always want to try to watch out, man. There's a lot of jobs that are like just straight up bots uploading it. They have like the same fucking job. See this? Virtual. These are all bullshit fake ass jobs, bro. Most of the jobs on Craigslist too are like just commission based jobs where you would only make money if you were to sell product, and obviously no one goes for that. That's why they have a buttload of spam fucking posts. Look at these fuckers, bro. Over 20-30 fucking posts by the same people, same person, same bot. They might be legit, but you really got to look into it. Typically when you're looking for fucking jobs, bro, here's a telltale signs, man. They would have a link to their site. In this case, they have a few. Look, it brings you to the site. Okay, this might be legit. It has a bunch of words, a bunch of infos. When you do an online job, it's like the same shit as a normal job. They're gonna make you sign. They're gonna make you sign an I-9. They're gonna make you give your social security. They're not gonna require you to fucking pay for anything. They're not gonna require you to give any personal sensitive mega information without going through previous processes that basically make you sign, agree to these terms. It's legit. You can Google in the maps. I've had places that impersonate, like these motherfuckers, they impersonate a place, but if you were to Google this fucking place of the check, you're gonna see that the place they had here, I'm pretty sure I Googled it. It's supposed to be a Wells Fargo building or whatever the fuck, an actual building. It does exist, but it's shut down, or it's not online, or it's not real. It's not true to its realness. You feel me? So a telltale sign is they have a link to the site. You can go to sites like fucking Website Verifier, and you can copy the link to whatever site you're on. Say example this one, copy it, take it here, copy paste it. It'll tell you more or less if there's some shady business going on with the site, whatever. If you can't tell what any of this shit means, then you can still grab the URL and you can fucking post it on ChatGPT, tell the AI to look it for you, it'll help you out. You know, find other alternatives and sources to verify it. But if it seems sketchy in the slightest, don't even bother, bro. Typically a real job's gonna put you through a process. Somebody's gonna email you You're not gonna have to contact nobody on Teams. You're not gonna have to go out of your own way to contact somebody else. The job posting itself should tell you everything you need to know and provide to you everything it needs to, so that they can get in contact with you once you're done filling out the process or applying. There is no reason for them to take it a step further and make you contact somebody else via a third party. That makes no fucking sense. That's a telltale sign it's a fucking scam. If the documents they send you sound sketchy, if any information is sketchy, you can also ask for an employee ID number. Most scammers I've come across, basically all of them, don't talk to you anymore. They stop talking to you the moment you ask for an employee ID number, because every employee should have an employee ID number, and you can ask for free, and they shouldn't be able to say anything about it. So if they can't even provide that, the minimum, you know for a fact it's bullshit. I remember there was a job once I applied to, and it was just downloading a weird ass fucking, no, I wasn't downloading anything. It was going to a weird ass site they provided, and I basically just did basic tasks by like clicking here and there.
All right, dragging the purple one, crypto checker, I guess?
Good. Now add the packet sniffer. Both go into the box.
Packet sniffer, got it.
Hit run.
Running, wow, that's a lot of
Drag
numbers.
the generated log into delivery when it's done.
Okay, capture file, drop, yeah.
I ended up scamming the scammer because at one point, most scammers try to make you pay on their website, try to make you deposit something into a sketchy website or into their place so that you can put in money, even if it's just a small amount, so they can then steal your credentials. They can steal your banking information, your credit card info, all that shit, right? So I went to a site once that somebody provided a link to through Discord. And when I went to the site, it was sketchy as fuck, right? Going into the site itself might give you a virus. Unlikely, but it might. And once I did all those tasks, I did all this bullshit. The guy on the other end that was even willing to video chat me through Zoom, or I think it was Teams, he was trying so hard to convince me to just, you know, deposit a little bit of money. Because the process was, first, he'll deposit some money in for me by sending me money for completing a task. Then with the money I got, I would put in 70. So if he would give me 50, I would put in 70 into the system. But what ended up happening was that he sent me like 50-60 bucks. I left that shit. That site looked sketchy as fuck. It looked weird as fuck. All I did was like click a few 3 apps or whatever the fuck. It was supposed to be like marketing or whatever. And I left his ass, bro. He was trying to convince me so hard, but I ended up just fucking leaving, and I got myself 50 bucks. You know, I was willing to give it a shot. I was going through the process. I thought it would be real. I talked to the guy 100%. I wish I would have recorded it. You would have seen it, but oh well. A real quick one, kind of an honorable mention, would be meme coins. Meme coins are a scam. Don't get into it, bro. Meme coins survive and thrive off one thing, bro. 2 things: hype and rug pulling. That's what they're about. If you're famous, you can do the first one. Hype it up, and when it's super high, you'll drop it. Ultimately, it ends up always leading to the same fate as the second option. Second option, it gets rug pulled. So the first one can just happen before it. The trick with this one is this site's bugging out on me, but basically this is Bitcoin. These are just cryptos. These are typically legit though. But when you do meme coins, you can create a meme coin for about $100-$200 around there. And the point of a meme coin is that you can basically put money into it, and it's just a random person on the other side of the screen or another part of the world, or a set group of 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 or 5 maximum, like around 10 or so. They could all be in on it, and they're putting bots to put in money little by little, so it seems real until eventually they convince you to put a certain amount of money into it, making you believe it's gonna go somewhere, and it doesn't. You only win in meme coins if you create the coin yourself, and you can find another sucker gullible enough to put in money and then fucking lose it, sadly. But to start with meme coins, you need at least around 1,000 to 3,000 to have a comfortable liquidity amount, because people are dumb, but they're not that crazy dumb. They're gonna see a coin come out, and if it doesn't have more than like 1,000 liquidity, liquidity is basically just the amount that's available to make money off of from the coin the moment it's created. So the more you have, the more than likely you'll have people put money into it to then sell it. So you want to typically have at least around 1,000, comfortably 5,000, comfortably, so that you can get at least a few people to buy it, and then you can sell it all and make your money back, and you just basically shut down the coin. That's the thing with meme coins, people have control over it. It's not like big ass corporations or organizations that have a bigger factor into it and they control everything, and then they can slowly decide to dip it, and it's a more complicated system of control. It's not just an instant go down. Like, people doing meme coins literally shut the coin down, like they sell the whole thing, so it's fucking completely dead, and they use bots to slowly put more money into it, more. It's bullshit. It's not worth it. Stick with normal stocks, and if you get into stocks as well, stocks are only really good to do if you have a decent amount of chunk of money and you're gonna put in money for the long run, say like a couple months from now at least, at the minimum. And you'll most likely make your money back, and you can monitor it little by little to see if it's going up and down, and you know, it's not gonna have like an instant drop like meme coins. Meme coins are a fucking joke. They're dog shit. Don't get into it. I think, and I did some research on this long ago, it was illegal. Obviously though, dog shit society. So lastly, I'd pretty much just add to all this, you guys should check out Law by Mike. He has one video called I Spent 24 Hours with Real Criminals, whatever. And so in this one, it shows this guy right here, Crumpus, I don't know. He basically puts a USB drive in a computer, and this is like a virus shit, but you could potentially lose money like that, so it's basically a scam. You just gotta watch out for your devices, your laptops, your PCs, and all that shit. So, you know, keep a careful look around your gadgets and all your devices, because he might plug something in and steal your info or put a virus or something. But the main reason I brought this video up was because of this. Basically, these are skims, I think they call it, where there's people in real life that put fake little covers like this one into cashier payment thingies, and it ends up scanning your credit card information, and basically they can steal all your money that's in there, you know, buy stuff with it. I've actually met a person on here when I talked to random strangers and shit. They showed me a device literally like in the hand. I don't have fucking footage, but it was a bunch of fucking teenagers doing it, bro, a couple kids, you feel me? And they were just straight up laughing and chilling and shit, scamming people como si not like nothing, you feel me? So it's pretty fucked up. But yeah, whenever you go to a bank and you want to insert your chip or whatever the fuck, or you want to buy something in a shop like this, a gas station, if it's a cover like that one, feel around it, see if it's fake or not, and if there's any cover there, remove it and then do your purchase. But if you feel it and you don't want to take it out, just don't buy anything. And if you're gonna buy and you need to buy, I believe using the chip that most cards have nowadays, if not all, using the chip on top shouldn't really have an issue at all, because it's not like it has a camera or whatever. But when you insert it, it's like a scanner on the bottom of it that's like getting all your card information. So that's when you want to avoid shit, you feel me? You know what I'm saying, type shit. Alright, I'm done with all this shit.